Welcome to the music alphabet on guitar. Today's note is D flat. So to make a note flat on any instrument, you move down by a half step. So on guitar, moving down in half steps is consecutive fret locations, right down a single string in this case. So if you go from right to left on your guitar, you're moving everything down by a half step consecutively from fret to fret to fret, all the way down the string. So to get to D flat, we need to find out where D is, D natural. Okay, and that's located at 10th fret on either E string. Okay, whether it's the bottom E string, low E string, or the top E string, high E string, both of those notes are D naturals. Okay, to make those notes flat, you just simply move down one fret lower. So you're going from 10th fret to 9th fret, and that's actually the last single dot on your fretboard before you get to your double dot, which is all the names of your open strings. Okay, so there we go. That's a 2-octave spread, by the way. So both of those are D flats. So I have 2 more locations to show you to kind of wrap up this particular series of D flats. 4th fret on the 5th string. So to get to that D flat, you go to 5th fret on the 5th string, which is the A string. So 5th fret on that string gives you a D, also known as D natural, plain old D. To move that note down a half step, you move from 5th fret to 4th fret, and you get your D flat, okay? And also, on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, there's a D there. To move that down a half step, go from 3rd fret to 2nd fret, and you wind up on your D flat. If you play both of those strings together, staggered with your pick, simultaneous with a hybrid picking, or fingerstyle completely, you get D flat octaves right there, okay? Without that G note in there. And there you go. So 4 locations. In previous videos, I did 3 locations for the E flat and the A flat, which those videos I'm going to include at the end here. But you get 4 locations for D flats. So as time wears on, I'm going to cover the entire fretboard from open strings, which I've done already with the natural notes, and then cover the sharp and flat notes. The sharp note series I've done also. The flat notes are going to be done the same way, where all the flat notes are fretted, oddly enough, unless you retune your guitar down a half step lower to where your E string is E flat, A string is A flat, etc. So everything is standard tuned. So that's where those notes are located in standard tuning, the D flats, as we're speaking about today. Okay, so there you have it. So as a review, D flat, 6th string and 1st string at 9th fret. Okay, and also D flat octaves, 5th string 4th fret, and 2nd string 2nd fret. There you go, 4 locations for D flat. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you do like the video, feel free to like the video, and also if you like the channel, feel free to subscribe. And the next installment on flat notes will be coming in the near future. So thank you for checking out this video. Hope it helps you. And the last point I'll make too is, why am I covering these flat notes, right? So say if you're playing a G blues scale, right? So if you know the blues scale on your guitar, right there, that's known as the flat 5 of a scale. They call it the blue note, the blue tone. That particular scale has a D flat and a D natural in it. So you can play around with your G blues scale that contains a D flat in it. So very helpful to know these different tones, naturals and flats, and sharps, because you're going to be playing those on your guitar at some point, and it's guaranteed you're going to run across a D flat somewhere in the future, as well as the other notes I've covered in the music alphabet. So that's why I'm covering it here, so you know exactly where these different tones are that you'll hear about when you're spelling out chords, when you're playing certain scales. So there's a method to the madness, because these tones, D flat for today, is contained in virtually every song you hear. At some point you're going to run across the tone, so it's a recognition factor. If you can hear the D flat in a tune and you match it up to what you're playing going against a tune, you're going to know exactly where that sound is located. All right, so that's the reason and the method to the madness. So on that note, I'll conclude, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, feel free to like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks.